Gentlemen, welcome here to Ridge Programming Network. We are live here from Montreal. We have Montreal at Calgary. We are looking for a great game here today. Montreal, they've pulled up some upsets this season. Calgary, they've been rolling. So, of course, we're going to see just, where this game goes. Wayne, what are you expecting here tonight?
As these teams do their final number rotations, you best believe I'm excited. Calgary has made some extreme roster moves over the past late, and in my opinion, they have created quite the amazing roster. I mean, as you can see, Krabshack steps on the ice, paired with Extreme and Parker. Parker returns. He is now here to be playing with us now against Bleb. Wait, what? Bleb's here? I thought, yes. Sorry. Against this Montreal team. Personally, I think Calgary is going to be dominating Montreal. They are the worst team in the league. They haven't made a bunch of roster moves. Calgary, who is ranked quite low, they have definitely made some huge improvements to the roster. Kevy is not here, and they have Baldy Dreamer in place of him.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm expecting this one to be good. Now, let's get some score predictions here.
Personally, I think Calgary is going to win 9-2 in regular time. I think that duo of Extreme and Parker with amazing goaltending, I believe that they're going to get a lot of goals and a lot of shots.
Now here comes Krabshack. Sends one back to Baldy. As now here comes Banks on the breakaway. Moving in. Shooting save. Big time stop right there for him. As Baldy sends one up. As now here comes Kyle.
Yeah, you're too quiet. Turn up your volume.
I'll scream into my mouth. I'll scream into my mic then.
No, just like turn it up on OBS.
I have it up.
Dude.
I have it turned up. It's max. It's at its max volume.
How?
Here's Extreme. Drops one back to Kyle. Shooting off the post. And that one goes wide as Extreme unable to hold on to it. Calgary with it now. Here's Kyle from the slot. Decides not to shoot. Slappy Santa with it one more time. Sends one up to Tat. Now here comes Bleb. He leaves his own as Tat with it one more time. Chips one over. He's able to hang on to it. Now back to Bleb. Centering, shooting, save. Parker knocks that one out. Bleb jumps into play. Save made. One more time. Rebound was there. Off the post. One time a chance was there. Didn't go. As now Krabshack able to end the pressure here for Calgary. Here's Extreme. Gets around Bleb. Tries to send one over. Tat is there. Now here's Bleb one more time now. Moving on in. Shooting. Sends one over to Banks. That one goes off the crossbar. The rebound was there. Close enough. As now here comes Kyle for the 2-on-1. Gets around the first man. Here's Extreme on the breakaway. Moving in. Stop. Save. As Slappy Santa was there to pick up the rebound. Now here's Bleb. Intercepted by Extreme. Kyle. He's looking for someone now. Intercepted there by Tat. With a big time check. He plays the body. Separates body from puck. That's what you want to see if you're Montreal. Here's Extreme. Sends one up. Now Kyle's 1-on-1. Skates around the first man. What the fuck is he doing? Shooting. Scores. What the
Quite a class act on that play there.
So now we are back underway. Here's Extreme. Sends one over to Kyle. Slappy Santa. Baldy, Extreme, sends one up to Kyle. Now Kyle's in the slot. Looking from a bad angle. Doesn't even get the shot off. Extreme sends one high. He's able to recover his own puck. Twirls behind the cage. Beautiful move and stick handling there by Extreme. In front. Kyle shooting. Soars!
And Cole Reardon is in net for this Montreal team. Slid right past his right side. He was not expecting that one off of a rebound.
Here's Bleb. Lobs one up, that one goes wide. Baldy, intercepted by Tat. He's looking, twirls, shooting off the post. That one almost goes in, but Kyle is there. See, lobs one over. Extreme. Ugly boys. Shooting, save. A little bit late there to drop into the 5-hole, but an inaccurate shot by Extreme. And Slappy Santa starts the rebound. Or the breakout even. Bleb a little bit too eager. Here's Tat, sends one over to Banks. Banks intercepted by Kyle, but Tat is there to pick him up. Looking now. Tries to send one up the Bleb. Banks is there. Over to Tat. Tat over to Bleb. Now Banks one more time. Shooting! Glove save by Parker. Here's Kyle. Chipping one more time now. Trying to get some speed. Moving in. Shooting! Save! With the blocker. Here's Extreme. Kyle chipping. Here's Tat. He's looking now. Gains his own. Banks sends one over, but Baldy is there. 2-on-1 developing. Bleb is able to get back. Forms a poke check. The back Extreme up. Tat lays the body. Banks drops one back to Bleb. Now Bleb back over to Banks. He gains his own. Puts the brakes on him before dropping it back to Bleb. Now Bleb back to Banks. Beautiful pass. He hands one over to Tat. An extra pass. Save! Made by Parker. He's able to keep up to that puck really well. It's Extreme with it now. Here's Kyle. Moving on in. Shooting! Beautiful stick handling by Kyle. Banks now with it. Intercepted by Extreme. In the slot. Shooting. Save. Made it. Right there with the 5 holes. Banks is there. Slappy Santa. He's been good at recovering rebounds for this Calgary team. Or for this Montreal team, even. Slappy Santa able to intercept that one. Extreme. Big hit there sent now. It's a 2-on-0. Moving in. Kyle shooting. Save! As he puts the fire out on the 2-on-1. Or 2-on-0 even. Here's Kyle looking. Tat able to intercept. Here's Banks. Moving in. Crabshank. Able to intercept. 14 seconds left to go in this first period. Here's Tat now. Sends one up the Banks. Now drops it back to Tat. Here's Extreme. Shooting. That one goes high. What do you notice?
All right. What are you noticing out there, Bleb?
Bro, I don't know what's going on.
What are you noticing out there, Camlin?
I don't know what's going on.
Alright, well, what I'm noticing out there is a complete domination by Calgary on this offensive zone. Montreal is not staying in their lane, and they are not staying on defense. They're all trying to rush up. They all want to touch the puck, but none of them want to do the dirty work.
Exactly. Bleb. He loses it. Now it's Kyle. Slappy Santa now. Good hit there by the rookie. There's now Banks with it.
Who's the rookie?
I think it's Slappy Santa. I don't know if he's ever played before.
Oh, yeah, he is.
Here's Bleb. Now it's Banks. Sends one over to Tat. What the okay.
Dude.
Here's Extreme. Now over to Kyle. Bobbing one up. Kyle chips. Bleb is there. Slappy Santa looking. Just waiting. Taking his time to make the right play. Extreme is there. Santa still back on defense. Sends one over. Extreme! Gets shut down by the rookie. As Bleb is there. Slappy Santa starts to rebound. Beautiful move there by Bleb to get around him. Here comes Banks. Cuts right through the defense. Splitting. That one goes wide. As now Kyle is there. Sending one up. He gets around Slappy Santa. Extreme with some nice stick handling and some nice skating. Moving in. Sends one over to Kyle as he was wide open.
Shoot it!
Shooting. Scores. Still got the goal.
And an amazing finesse move to get the goalie off guard. I mean, it's obvious that was completely on purpose.
Yeah, right.
Amazing goal by Kyle.
Absolutely.
Banks is now in net for Montreal. He finally decided to take it into his own hands. And
Extreme.
they are
Shooting.
going to be
Goes
struggling
wide. Right.
seriously in this forward position now.
Tat able to intercept. We'll see if Tat can put the team on his back and move on. Tries to cut to center. Extreme reads it perfectly. Nice twirl move. He sends one over to Kyle. Kyle splitting through the defense with speed. Bleb says no. He's able to shut it down and send him home. Says pack your things up. You're getting evicted. Here's Tat. Drops one back to Bleb. Now back to Tat. In the center. A little bit of overstick handling. And Tat still able to remain possession. Sending one over the Bleb. A little bit of overpassing here by Montreal. Santa's there. Nice job to shake And Bake right there, but Extreme holds on to it and sends one back to Kyle, waiting for some support. He's Extreme now. Poked off his stick by Slappy Santa. Here's Tata. Looking now. He's moving in. Shooting! Save! Parker tries to glove it, but Kyle was there to recover the rebound. Here's Extreme. Sending one back over to Kyle. Now he's shooting. Save! There on the 5-hole. Banks. He's able to close his legs.
Pause.
Here's Banks now. He's able to glove it. Slappy Santa. Sends one over. Crab Shack. Here's Extreme. Cole sends one over to Santa as Bleb jumps into the rush. Bad pass there. It's going to be one-on-one. Sending one over. Great job there by Slappy Santa to just draw that play out and wait for some support. Didn't matter, though. At all. They still ended up scoring a goal. Down 4-0. Yeah.
Have I ever made a bad prediction?
I don't think you have. They've always been very close. Here's Kyle cutting to center. Bleb is there. Sends that one off the boards. Getting himself a little bit of speed before he sends one up to Tatat. Deking. Beautiful move. Sends that one wide. Here's Extreme. Unable to intercept. 2-on-1. Now Slappy Santa able to shut it down. He's looking, twirling, sends one back to Cole. Jesus, man. The passing on the blue line has got to be better here. Looking, shooting, save, made by Banks. Here's Cole. Sending one over to Bleb. Sending one up. That's a bad pass there by Bleb. Here's Kyle. Sending one over to Extreme. Shooting, scores! And this defense is just falling apart. Tat.
Banks is already unhappy with this Montreal team. They're in his first game on the team. What do you have to say about that, Kia?
I think it's a joke. I mean, I feel like this team
Banks
has some
is
work
an
to do.
absolute child.
Yeah, I think that this team has some work to do. They've gotten better with the addition of Banks, but they also lost a few pieces in the process. I mean, it's just one of those things. You know, it's a rebuilding team. There's not much you can do here. Kyle shooting, save.
Yeah, that's how it works.
They got themselves a star piece. Now you just wait. Here's Kyle moving in, shooting, save made by Banks. Rebound was there, goes wide. Extreme was right on the doorstep for that rebound. Read it perfectly. Now Kyle back to Extreme, shooting, save made by Banks. He's able to glove it. Here's Crab Shack. Sending one over to Extreme. Scores!
Oh.
Nice pass there by Crab Shack.
And Montreal is making this Calgary team look like an absolute all-star squad. There is no defensive contesting. They are letting them do whatever they want on this offensive zone. And they can't even make things happen when they get past the blue line.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like they're just trying to cut it to the outside every single time. Eventually, you're going to have to try to get into those slot areas if you even want a chance at getting a few goals in this game. I mean, Parker is working on a shutout right now. This is, wow.
Yeah, look in the group chat with, like, Cameron and Blair. Okay. Third quarter now in session.
Here's Kyle. Moving in, shooting. Save made by Banks. Rebound was there. Slappy Santa was there before everyone else was there. Here's Extreme. Intercepted. Moving into Kyle. Shooting. That one goes wide. Nice move. And a nice attempt. But I feel like you just got to put that one on net. In front already. Shooting. Save made by Banks. Rebound was there. Again. Save made by Banks with the glove. Tata. Here's Crab Shack. Kyle. Sending one over to Extreme.
Whoa.
What a passing play there. Wow. Wow, that is incredible. Here's Tat. Crab Shack. Have some back to Kyle. Extreme. Shooting, save, made. What the? Shooting, save. Hey! Extremist, hey!
Oh God. And an absolute class goal by Extreme. Extreme has been suffering of not as much activity in this season. He's been doing other things, but now he is boasting 7 points. Oh my God.
Wow.
Now he is boasting 8 points with amazing defensive efficiency. He has transitioned from a defender to a forward, and he is loving it.
Not that he was even really a defender to begin with. He always just played forward.
To an extent, yeah. Season 4, I do remember him, actually defending.
Shooting off the post. Kyle shooting. Nice save made by Banks. Can this game end already?
Yeah, seriously,
Yeah. Can this end?
And the game that we have coming up is going to be none the same. I mean,
yeah.
Well, with how Toronto's been playing, it might actually be a good game.
I was actually going to bring that up. Toronto may actually find a way to lose tonight. I genuinely feel like they will.
Nashville has no Vin.
Hey.
So, will Kalen be the goal? And Bleb gets one on the board!
That sucks if you're Parker, but that's amazing if you're Bleb. The big time Bleb right there.
Bleb not leaving the game empty-handed.
He ain't. Hey, that's
Soils Parker's shutout with just a few minutes left.
Yeah.
Oh.
that is
Parker's
Bleb's motto.
Parker's in our Twitch chat saying, Wayne, announcer's curse, you suck.
It exists. It really does exist. He's
It
extremely
really does.
shooting. I also cursed him. I said that he was working on a shutout at the start of the third. I didn't hold up too true.
Sorry, Parker. You
I'm
are playing amazing this game, though.
Literally an announcer's jinx.
It really is.
It
oh
really
my
does
God.
exist.
My prediction is so close right now.
Yeah, I know. Here's Bleb getting another. No. Save me by Parker. That's gotta feel good if you're Parker. Yeah. Nice play there by Slappy Santa.
Hopefully Parker doesn't let another one in.
I don't think that Parker's gonna get scored on here again. I really don't think that he will.
I would sure hate if Parker lets
Save.
another one in.
That was tough. I'd hate that for him. I really would. I would not like that. I don't think that he will, but it's just, there's a lot to it.
It is. There's levels to it. Oh my God, horrible. That works out.
And they still couldn't get a hold of that puck. Here's Extreme. Kyle Santa is doing a lot of the dirty work on the back end. He's playing his role really nice tonight. Here's Cole.
I mean,
it just sucks that you have Cole as your defensive partner.
everyone on Calgary has been doing their job. Jump out the rookie. He has been adjusting nicely into today's league. I remember he had some tenure in the MRHL, and now he's finally has a role in the. Oh my God, it's pretty.
Here's Tat. Oh, hey. And
now he finally has a role in today's league.
Yep.
He has been very good defensively for this team, and we hope to see more out of him. We really do.
Right. Some good flurries of saves there made by Banks. Kyle with it one more time. No, Extreme shooting. Save made by Banks. Oh, that's making me kind of nervous. Here's Tat. Kyle. Moving in. Scores! What a move by Kyle!
I'm such a genius.
All right, now I'm actually starting to feel like Parker's not going to let another one in. I really don't feel like he will.
Oh no, no,
here.
he's an amazing goalie. I don't think he's gonna let another one.
Yeah, I mean, they've pretty much, this game is basically over. I mean, I don't see how he can allow a goal in 56 seconds with the way that this team is playing in front of him. I mean, they've been great.
I hear
They've
what
been
you're
good.
trying to do, dude.
What are you talking about?
You're trying to curse him.
No, I'm not.
You wouldn't be mentioning Parker right now with less of time in the game if you were.
Well, I
trying
mean,
to
I
curse
just
him.
think that it's very admirable how well this team has played against this Montreal team, how well Parker's played in his first game back. I think that ultimately they're going to be a much better team with Parker on the roster.
Yes, I personally am very excited for when Calgary plays Vancouver again.
Absolutely.
With all of these roster moves that have been going on, Calgary looks to be a much, much better team. And when Kevy comes back, we are going to be seeing an amazing match of our quote-unquote Ridge rivalry.
Absolutely, and I just want to go ahead and take a moment to recognize how many roster moves we are seeing in this stage of the season. A lot of time you start to see them around the trade deadline. Not this time. We are seeing a lot of roster moves, and we're not even halfway through the season yet, right?
Yes, definitely. And hopefully the trade deadline is just as good as this season has been going so far.
Absolutely.
And so far, a lot of things have been changing. Aiden is saying that I'm glazing Calgary by saying that they're a better team. I mean, they're obviously a better team. I mean,
What?
that's not
Calgary
glaze to
is
point out the
obviously a
obvious.
better team than Montreal. What the
Yeah, that's what we're trying to.
Wow. Fucking genius you are, Aiden Lau. Thank you for your input.
Hey, you guys can check the VOD after to see where I said Calgary was better than Vancouver. Spoiler alert, I never said that.
He never said that. But, you know, to each their own, I guess. Motherfucker's schizophrenic or some shit. What the fuck are you doing, Parker? Get your ass back in net. Yeah, thought so.
Yeah.
Here's extreme.
55 minutes left. Will
Oh my
Extreme...
goodness. Oh.
55 minutes left. Will we see a mercy rule, or will my prediction be just a singular goal off?
Let's see. This might be it. Shooting! So no! I thought that was in for a moment, but no. That goes off the right skate or the right post, whichever one. Bleb wins the face-off and lobs it out. Here's Tat-Tat. Moving in. Tat-Tat looking, shooting. Save by Parker. Bleb unable to hold on to it. LL was there as he sends one up to Kyle. Here's Extreme. Kyle. Looking. Extreme shooting off the post again. Here comes Tat-Tat. Here comes a Bleb. Oh my
Pick
god.
up the puck, and that'll be game over.
That's it. Shoot it.
One last shot.
Oh,
No. So
absolutely
game
incredible.
ends 10-1. I did. My prediction was pretty spot on. Parker, good job. You broke the announcer's curse. We're proud of you. Vin is not going to be showing for this Nashville game, and Toronto just sucks. So I mean,
I honestly
have,
do. I have a genuine feeling that Toronto is going to lose. I'm not just saying that.
they're gonna find. I feel like
I
they're gonna
feel
find
it.
a way.
Like, I actually feel like they are going to lose this game.
All right, 7 minutes until puck drop. We are gonna take a small break. This game is gonna be very interesting. Brayden says that is correct. We will be back a couple minutes before puck drop. Stay tuned. Stay in your seats. And to people who just finished their games, have you guys tune into this next one. It should be pretty interesting.
Should be wondrous. We'll be right back here on Rich Programming Network. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here on Ridge Programming Network, and we are also here with Bleb. Wayne is going to be right back. That's Bleb right there. Wayne is going to be right back. He is currently off doing something, I'm not quite sure. But either way, we are expecting to see a good game here from Nashville.
Hey guys, I'm back. Hello?
Hi.
Are we...
Yeah,
Okay,
we're on mute.
we are live, yes. Okay, good. Good.
And our friend Camlin, a good friend of the Ridge Programming Show, is on the ice tonight. Wayne, what are you expecting out of this Toronto team coming off of a 3-game losing streak?
I'm expecting them to desperately try to take a win against a bad team without their best player. I do think Toronto's going to win. I don't want Toronto to win because, you know, it's so funny to watch them continue to lose. But in terms of that, I think Nashville is going to suffer without Vin, who is obviously their consensus best player. I think Camlin's going to do very good. This is our first time commentating a Nashville game, and hopefully we are in for a good one because the game just a few minutes ago was nothing short of a slaughterhouse, wasn't it?
And we are ready to get underway here. Thank you, Bleb. We're salty. Takes it off a puck drop. Camlin immediately turns the puck over as here's Poop. Moving on in now, here's Viddy. This one over to Poop. Now Poop back to Viddy. Moving in. Shooting save. Here's Rise. Sending one over. Here's Rasalti. Rise. Here's Viddy. Rasalti.
Omar.
Offsides. I knew it would. He fires that one wide and high over the cage. As here's Sonny. Big hit there in the corner. Sends one over. One-timer chance was there, but Mr. Sticky Bandit makes his first good save that we've seen
If you
from
guys
him.
will remember, just yesterday, Sticky Bandit had one of the biggest stinkers we have ever commentated. And hopefully, Sticky Bandit decides to actually gain sentience, and he can maybe perform to an actual goalie standard this game.
Here's Rasalti. Going behind the cage. Shakes loose of the defender. Here comes Rasalti now, flying along. With speed. Flips one pass. Moving on in now. Shooting. That one gets caught in traffic. That one goes wide. Viddy able to intercept. Some nice stick handling and nice skating there from Rasalti. Here comes Viddy. Moving in. Tries to send one over, but Rise is there. Now here's Rise. This is one over to Mr. Hungry. Now here's Hyperion. Poop now with it. Looking. Camlin. He has it now. Here's Rasalti. Moving in now. Here's Poop.
Oh.
Looking for someone to get it to.
Poop is back!
Here's Viddy. He's looking. Sends one over to Poop, but Rise says no. Here's Rasalti. Moving back to Rise. Hyperion with it. Here's Viddy. Camlin. With some nice defense there. Sends one over to Mr. Hungry Moose. Here's Sonny. Hyperion. Looking. Lobs one up. Here's Viddy and Camlin. Camlin with a big hit. Moose. Hyperion. Here's Sonny. That one goes wide. How is that not icing? Oh, it is icing.
And Poop makes his long-awaited return in this game. Toronto, maybe without Ski, besides Ski, has a completely full roster. Now Poop and Viddy have reconnected with each other, and hope to gain back their glory that they had just a little bit ago in the season.
Absolutely. It's Mr. Hungary Moose. Versalti. Are you able to get it? Kind of looks like Vedi with the lag switching that he used to do. Here's Versalti.
Sticky Bandit is definitely lag switching.
Yeah. Shooting. Sticky Bandit able to make the save. That reminds me a lot of what Vidi used to do in MRHL. How he would like switch his VPN to like India or whatever.
Yeah, he would. Yes, he did. That was like a whole scandal.
Here's Versalti. Vidi now. He still lost, by the way.
Yeah, I still had like 9 goals a game on him.
Yeah. Here's Hyperion. Here's
Poop
Poop.
now with the puck.
Vidi cutting to center. Looking, shooting, save, made. His rise is there.
The play was offsides.
Here's Hyperion, intercepted there by Moose. Looking, he can't even get a shot. Here's Vidi, looking now. Camlin. Vidi now in front, looking, shooting, save made! Really nice job there. Who is the goaltender for this team? Is it Void? Or, I think it's Void.
Yes, it is Void.
Okay. Vidi now with it. Looking as he tries to cut to the outside, but Riders is there. Here's Versalti. Since we're over to Moose. Moose now back to Versalti. Since we're over to Moose. He's shooting. Save made. There by Mr. Sticky Bandit. Versalti now in front. Shooting. That one goes high.
God!
Versalti is right there. Tries to get a wraparound goal. Won't go. Super Sunny clears his own. Nice job there by Super Sunny to just get that puck away from the net. Here's Vidi. Now Poop one more time. Cuts to center. Versalti is there with a nice hit. Here's Camlin. Collision at
3
center.
seconds left. One more shot.
Shooting save.
Okay.
And we are scoreless. At 1.
Toronto is looking good. Nashville is looking good. We are in turn for hopefully a really good game. Imagine if only Vin could show, and we would have Camlin rise. Yeah, you get it. Poop calls a timeout,
Indeed.
trying
What are you
to spoil
noticing out
Nashville's
there,
momentum.
actually, between these two teams? Why has Toronto not scored yet?
Toronto has not scored because Nashville is such a defense-heavy team. Versalti was always a great defender. Pair that up with Camlin, Rise. That creates a suffocating defense. Poop just coming back. Obviously, he's not in tune with the RHL. Kia, if you would please display the stats on the board and focus on these goalies. We have had such a low number of shots, with Sticky Bandit only facing 7 and Void only facing 4. These defenses have been such a confining force, where this entire game has been played in the middle of the floor and not a lot of shots have come. This is reflected by their scores.
Now here's Vidi shooting. That one goes up the crossbar. Almost had our first goal of the game. For some reason, he decides not to cover. Doesn't matter. Camlin is there. Here's Vidi. Poop now moving in with a 2-on-1. Excellent pass over to Vidi. Shooting, scores! Vidi with our first goal of the game.
Obviously, whatever they were speaking to during the timeout was definitely one to good fruition, as Vidi lights the candle just at the beginning of the second period.
Vidi bounces one off the boards. In front, shooting off the post. This is good. Oh, yeah. Here's Rise. Hyperion. Sending one over the Moose. Here's Versalti. Moving in, shooting, save! Good save there by Mr. Sticky Bandit. It's super sunny. Takes control of that puck and clears the zone, and here comes Rhl. Here's Viddy. Remaining's YouTube, aka Poop. Camlin, able to recover that as Viddy overskated. Excellent job there by Camlin to recover that puck quickly and get it up north. That way they can get back to skating. Excellent double chip there by Rhl. Shooting! Rebound was there! Save! Another save! Made right there in front of the net. As Shadow Viddy is there. He's looking. Here's Rise. Give me just a moment here.
Poop now with the puck, trying to get it out of Toronto's zone. Camlin is checked by Poop. It'll be Viddy and Poop on a 2-on-2. Viddy gets a room, shoots bottom right, saved by Void. Intercepted on the pass off of a rebound. Viddy gets it back. Poop shoots. Glove saved by Void. And it will be a face-off in Nashville's zone. Toronto retains possession. Shot in front of the net. Saved by Void. Be banking with the puck. Viddy working at the Poop. Shoots. It is blocked by Rhl. Rise now with the puck, moving it up. They cannot get it out of their zone.
I'm back. Here's Moose now. Rhl now sends one over as he tries to flip one on net. Mr. Sticky Bandit able to glove it. We're going to have a face-off here in the Toronto defensive zone. Here's Hyperion. Remaining's YouTube. What the fuck are we doing? Okay. Here's Moose. Here's Rhl now. Looking for someone to pass it to. Puts the brakes on him. Now he's in the corner. Fuck me, man.
What? And Kia has to go for at least a little bit again. He is definitely getting bugged and pestered. Toronto with a clear into the zone, recovered by Nashville. Rise now working it up. ADJ passes to Rhl. He tries to do the Jesse thing, but he fails because there's 3 people on him. Nashville recovers. They try to work it back into the Toronto zone. They tried to wait for an icing. They failed. Camlin to Rhl. Rhl shoots it up to Narnia. And obviously is taken back to Toronto.
Right.
Rhl is trying to invent new moves.
I think
Viddy
we're good
now
here.
with the puck. He chips.
Here's Viddy shooting save. Rebound out in front. His birthday man was able to take control of the situation.
And Butterfat, I completely agree. Void, otherwise known as Birthday Man, is 100% keeping Nashville in this game right now.
100% is now. Here comes Poop. What the fuck?
Good one, Poop.
Here's Rhl.
Obviously, there's still a bit of rust on Poop,
Clearly.
as Bacon will recover.
That one lobs. Viddy is there. Now here's YouTube. Looking. Now over to Viddy. Shooting. Save made. There by Void. Now in front. The rebound was there. The one-timer chance was there as the rebound just went wide. Intercepted there by Sonny. Excellent job to get the puck back north. Looking. He's unable to handle it. Now here's Moose. Sonny. Here's Rhl. Taken away by Hyperion. Just a 1-0 hockey game here heading into the third. As Rise with it here. Sending one over to Rhl. Here's Sonny. He flips that one off of his skates. He's now Viddy with it. Poop. Fires one and save made. Just a 1-0 hockey game. What are you noticing out there, Wayne?
I mean, Void is completely keeping them in this game. Nashville is turning over the puck way more than they should. Guys, as this third period is about to kick off, if you guys can post your score predictions in the Twitch chat, we'll be reading some of them off. Personally, I think Toronto is going to have 2 goals this period. They're going to be winning 3-1. Toronto is going to be winning over Nashville. Void, oh jeez. Void, such a young player, everyone collapses at some point.
I actually have this
And
one
I think
ending
he-
at 1-0. I feel like he's gonna hold
You
up.
think? I mean, that is not a bad take at all. With how back and forth this game has been, both teams are making a lot of bad plays, but they're not capitalizing it off of it at all.
Excellent cycling though as he shoots. A good save as he kept up with the puck in the slot, centers it. However, he had to kick it with his skates. Camlin able to take control of the offensive pressure and start the puck back north. Checked. Camlin, not the best offensive player, but his defense definitely makes up for it. Versalti now. Camlin trying to get back. He does. Now here's Moose. Sends one over to Versalti. Versalti now in the corners. Gets inside the trap as always. He tries to flip it on net. His rebound was there. Shot, save. 2 times. Now here's Vitti. Puts the brakes on him. Here's Poop now over to Vitti. Camlin with an excellent stop.
What an
It's
amazing
just-
defensive play.
Stands there, Camlin, with probably the defensive play of the game so far. Here's Poop, now Vitti. He flips that one off the board, doing a little bit too much there. Defense should have taken advantage of it. Now here's Poop. Gig! Time hit there by Rise. Is a nice save by Birthday Man. And he gloves it.
Just call him Void.
Birthday Man. Now here comes Vitti. Sends one over to Poop. Save, man. Rebound is right there. Nobody recovers it in the yellow jersey. As Moose is there. Versalti. He sends one up. Now it's going to be a 2-on-1. And by that I mean 2 defenders on 1 skater. Here's Poop. Moving in. Looking now.
You have all that open space, and he's checking backwards.
What the fuck are we doing? Here's Camlin. Hyperion
No
now.
wonder no goalie is taking shots.
Yeah.
These forwards are making the stupidest decisions.
Here he is. Deke's shooting save made by Birthday Man. Now in front. Vitti's there. Rebound as it kicks out the right pad. There's now. Here's YouTube. Moving in. Shooting at the dash shot. Still doing the exact same dash shot all these months later. No wonder it's an easy read. They've seen that before. Here's Moose. Sonny. Oop. Here's Camlin. Moose. This is went over to Versalti. Tries to flip it on net. He does. Save made. There by Sticky Bandit. The rebound was there. Sonny shuts it down. Just 2 minutes left to go in this one. Toronto working on a shutout. Now here's Poop. Cuts the center. Here's Vitti. Excellent stick handling by Vitti, but Camlin has been absolutely amazing against him tonight. Vitti is Camlin's son. As now here's Moose. Taking the face off. He does. He wins it. Flips it on net. Oh, it almost drops in. It's Sonny. That may be the best chance they've had all game at a goal. Here's
It was
Vitti.
from the half-court line.
Yeah. Here's Camlin. Sends one up. That lob took a little bit too long to make. You guys don't have a lot of time here if you want to send this to overtime. And you know how much we love overtimes. Here's Vitti.
We love overtime.
Sends one over to Poop. Now shooting save. Rebound there. Blocker stop. Once again. Right in front. Yellow jerseys recover. Now here's Toronto again. Shooting off the post. Didn't go. There's now Moose with it one more time. Flips one up. He's trying to get himself on a breakaway with speed. Splits the defense. Moving in. Shooting save.
Oh
My Mr.
God.
Sticky Bandit. They decided to ice this one with just 59 seconds left on the clock. Timeout called by Nashville. As they talk about this.
Needed timeout by Nashville. They need to collect their mental.
Absolutely. And while they talk about this,
I
we
would
will
like
be right back here.
Well, no, I would like to say something. I would like to rescind my previous score prediction. I had no idea Birthday Man had hitbox extenders. Because, I mean, I would only like to point to either hitbox extenders to Witchcraft. He has faced 21 shots from
Wow.
Vitti and Poop. He has saved all of them. The majority of those being absolute 2-on-1 or breakaways.
That is incredible.
And he is doing incredible this game. But the real question is, will his work go to any fruition, or will Nashville waste all of his talent and lose just 1-0?
I mean, that would be very sad, but if that does happen, and, if you're Nashville, you just have to regroup, go back to the locker room, and be like, hey, guys, we tried our hardest out there. We had some shots on net, but we didn't generate enough chances, and that's what the game is all about, chances.
They definitely have not generated enough chances. Sticky Bandit, this entire game has only faced 14 shots.
They got an empty net here.
Play resumes.
Shooting save. He kicks the right pad out.
Aye.
Moose with it now. Oh, God, that could be a big-time mistake. Camlin, he's back, able to recover. Here's Moose. Sonny.
yeah, good one, ADJ.
Here's Moose now. Centers. Versalti shoots. Save.
From the blue line.
Why would he do that? He had more time. Here's
He had so much
Hyperion.
space.
As they just try to play a little bit of keep away. Lobbing one up. There is a goaltender in net. Here's Versalti. Just 20 seconds here. They may have to go off sides. Here's Versalti. Moose. Versalti in front. Shooting save. Versalti again from the center. Unable to get it off his stick. 9, 8, rise with a chance to send it to overtime. Moose, game on his stick. No! Betty shuts the door and Toronto holds on. 1-0.
And what a prediction of Kia. Amazing. That's absolutely class, Kia. The game ending 1-0. One of the lowest scoring games.
Not seen that in a very long time.
I don't think that's been seen since season 1.
Yeah, I mean, that's incredible. Wow.
That was an amazing display of defense on both sides and a horrible display of offense from both sides. They were taking horrible shots, shooting from the hash marks, but no. Toronto did end up breaking their long-awaited losing streak with the acquisition of Poop.
Yeah.
AJ did horribly.
He didn't really do anything this game. I mean, it's just, it's good to have him back.
Yeah. It is good to have him back. I'm sure Vidi is very happy he is back, and they are going to be reaping in the benefits by beating a Nashville team without Vin.
And I just want to go ahead and talk about XX's birthday, man. 21 shots, 20 saves, a 9.52, and apparently he even had 3 shots on goal somehow. I mean, what can't this fucker do?
Good. Good one, Verse. Anyhow, that is all we have for today's commentary. Unless you have any closing remarks, Kia.
I don't. I mean, I guess we can go ahead and talk about Camlin's play. I thought he was absolutely excellent. 7 hits, 4 pokes. Absolute brick wall on the back end. But outside of that, this Nashville team has to get it together.
Ghost on the off. Just look at these offensive stats on this Nashville team. Absolute ghosts. It's an absolute. This is a horror movie with all the ghosts that are running around.
Yeah,
on this
I mean, this is
team.
incredible. Wow. Okay.
This is an anomaly game. Thank you all for tuning in. I'm Brain.
And I'm Kia. Signing off
and
for the
we
final
are
time here tonight.
Ridge Programming.
Good night.